JEM is my name, no one else is the same. JEM is my name. JEM.
Well, kudos to Pizzazz's daddy, who's finally had enough of their crap and kicked Eric Raymond and apparently the Misfits out of Misfits music. So they are, or at least, Pizzazz and the girls are just hanging out in the mansion. Eric is sleeping on the couch in a dilapidated office building, which should probably be condemned. So that's nice. Well, the Holograms are recording a new album, and the Misfits say, hey, you know what would get us back in Pizzazz's daddy's good graces? If we released an album and it made lots of money. Because money is the language my daddy speaks. But recording an album is hard and, takes work and time and effort. And despite the fact that the Misfits are actually a talented group of women who can actually write and record and perform really good music, they can't be bothered. So Eric has Zipper sneak into Starlight Music and steal the master recordings from the Holograms' latest album. Why? Well, they're going to use the music and just lay down new vocal tracks. Hold on just a moment. Okay, so one of the songs on the Holograms' original album is There's a Melody Playin'. There's a melody playing on the radio. And the Misfits take that song and just rewrite the lyrics to be There Ain't Nobody Better, blah, blah, blah. So what's particularly funny is the first of the 3 songs shown in this episode is the There's a Melody Plan song, and you get the full music video and everything. And then they show what the Misfits do to it with the There Ain't Nobody Better version. But not only are they just laying new lyrics on top of the existing music track, they even rip off the music video, which is a really nice touch.
There's a melody playing, I sing along. There's a melody playing, and it's going strong. There's a melody playing, I leave the world behind. There's a melody playing, and I've got you on my mind. There ain't nobody better. Waiting round the bend. There ain't nobody better. I'm a living end. There ain't nobody better. Am I coming through? There ain't nobody better than the girl you're talking to.
Oh, also, JEM, pro tip from a pro. Yeah, I'm a pro. I've got 2 international barbershop chorus gold medals that I didn't get paid for. So, okay, I'm not a pro. I am an amateur. Although I have been paid to sing before, so I'm a pro. I'm a pro. But from me to you, JEM, fictional character in a show that aired over 30 years ago. When you're in a recording studio, don't do that. It's not conducive to good sound recording. You must stay on the mic. You can't pole dance on the mic stand in the middle of a recording. It's not going to work, and the person in the booth is going to yell at you, and they will be right to do so, because now you gotta do it again. It's like, that was great, except we didn't record the sound on the last bit because you were laying on the floor, you silly person, you! Oh my god, it's so hot. Ugh, but must have actual lighting, otherwise it'd be too dark. What was I talking about? Okay, so the Misfits, because they're lazy, steal the master recordings and just essentially parody all of the stuff and plagiarize the music, writing new lyrics, and pass it off as their own. But the Misfits, Pizzazz says,
I just had a great idea. The Holograms are going to be looking for their tape, right?
Right.
Well, let's turn it into a little treasure hunt.
Yeah, with cryptic clues.
Uh-huh. And a surprise at the end.
why would you do that? Because they're 12 years old. It's like, oh, okay, but why? we're immature. That's really it. There's absolutely no reason for us to do this. It could only ever backfire, and it does. What's particularly funny, though, is Gem and the Holograms follow the clues to various areas. And each time they get to a new place, they just make themselves at home, pulling the place apart, looking for the next clue. They get to this gas station out in the middle of nowhere, and they're like, oh, it must be in that tower of tires, because there's a tower of tires nearby. So they're climbing, they just knock the whole thing over, pretty much destroy this guy's garage. And like, we found it! Oh, sorry about things. Like, oh, it's okay, it's fallen over once before. Maybe you shouldn't have restacked it right next to your garage, but, I mean, still, holograms, like, guys, really? Then the next clue takes him to a surfboard shop, and they're like, hey, can we have a look around? He's like, hang 10. And they go and they just start moving stuff, and it's like, that's a bit more than, you know, a browsing patron. Why are you moving the stock all over the place? So they actually give up, and they go, hey, Synergy, analyze the little ransom notes, which are the various clues. And she says, oh, hey, all these places are owned by Pizzazz's dad. So, yeah, it's the Misfits. So they use Synergy to turn 3 of the girls, Gem and 2 of the other holograms, use Synergy to disguise themselves as the Misfits, walk into Misfits records, and just steal their stuff back. And Gem has a really... I don't think they disguised the voices, even though Synergy does have that ability. I only listened to it once. I could be wrong about this, but I think, was it Samantha Newark who does the voice of Gem? Does a pretty funny impression of Pizzazz.
Good day, Miss Pizzazz.
Yeah, so you say.
So, Gem gets their master tape back, and they release it, and it's a success, and the Misfits lose again. You brought this on yourself, ladies. You brought this on yourself. Oh, wait, something I forgot to mention that was really funny in this episode. Gem and the Holograms are on their little scavenger hunt. They get to the wrong side of town when suddenly their car is surrounded by the Jets and the Sharks. You know, some of them are like, ugh. And some of them's got like a baseball bat and he's tapping his hand. And there's like 2 guys with bricks just, I'm gonna hit you with bricks! And one guy just throws a brick at the car, and Gem says, now Synergy! And the car just explodes into flames. It's a hologram, but all the Sharks and the Jets are like, oh my god! We just run! We just blew them up with a brick. Maybe overkill, but that was effective. That was funny. I like that. Well done.
Somebody's playing a little flat.
Nah, couldn't be me. Must be the mic or something.
Maybe you're just wearing the wrong shoes.
Nah, my shoes aren't flat. They're sharp, don't you think?
All right, ladies, one more.